Have you ever been in a situation where you needed to act and your body completely refused? Heart racing, chest tight, vision narrowing, hands shaking, and the thing you needed to do, the protocol you knew, the exit you had identified, suddenly completely inaccessible because your brain had shifted into a state where rational thought was no longer in charge. That is a panic attack. And in a safety context, it is not just uncomfortable. It is the physiological event that prevents every other safety behavior from executing. I'm Asha, and this is Safety Nest. Today I'm breaking down exactly what happens in your brain during a panic attack, and the 90-second physiological protocol that stops it, so that when you need your safety training, your body is actually available to use it. A panic attack is not a psychological weakness. It is a neurological event. When your brain perceives a threat, real or ambiguous, the amygdala fires and triggers the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, flooding your body with adrenaline and cortisol within seconds. Heart rate spikes, breathing accelerates, blood is redirected from the prefrontal cortex, your rational thinking center, to your muscles. Your vision narrows to tunnel focus. This is your threat response system doing exactly what it was designed to do, preparing your body for immediate physical action. The problem in a modern safety scenario is that the action your body is prepared for, sprint or fight, is rarely the appropriate response. The appropriate response requires the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex is the first thing to go offline. A pocket-sized grounding tool, a smooth stone, a textured wristband, kept in your safety bag, gives your hands something to engage with while you run the 90-second protocol. The link for a popular grounding fidget tool is in the description. Neuroscientist Dr. Bolte Taylor's research established that the physiological lifespan of an emotion, including the adrenaline surge of a panic attack, is 90 seconds. After 90 seconds, if you do not re-trigger the response, the neurochemicals metabolize, and the prefrontal cortex comes back online. The 90-second protocol is not about calming down. It is about not re-triggering the response during those 90 seconds while your neurochemistry resets. 3 steps. Step 1. Physiological sigh. 2 sharp inhales through the nose, followed by 1 long exhale through the mouth. This specific breathing pattern deflates the air sacs in the lungs that have overinflated during rapid, shallow breathing, rapidly lowering carbon dioxide levels and activating the parasympathetic nervous system, the system that counteracts the adrenaline response. Do this twice in the first 15 seconds. Step 2. Cold stimulus. If you have water available, cold water on the wrists, the face, or the back of the neck activates the mammalian dive reflex, which immediately drops heart rate. This is why splashing cold water on your face works physiologically, not just psychologically. A small reusable cold pack kept in a bag takes this from situational to always available. Step 3. Grounding. Name 5 things you can see, 4 you can hear, 3 you can physically feel, 2 you can smell, 1 you can taste. This grounds your attention in the present physical environment and re-engages the prefrontal cortex by forcing it to perform a low-stakes cognitive task. By the time you complete the grounding sequence, the 90 seconds have elapsed, and the neurochemical surge has metabolized. Every protocol Safety Nest has taught, the parking lot ritual, the rideshare check, the sinking car sequence, the 3 a.m. rule, requires prefrontal cortex access to execute. A person in a full panic response cannot run any of them. The 90-second protocol is not a mental health tool added to a safety channel. It is the foundational tool that makes every other safety protocol accessible under stress. Research on law enforcement officers, emergency responders, and military personnel consistently shows that the highest performing individuals under threat are not those who do not feel fear. They do feel fear. They are the individuals who have trained a rapid physiological reset that brings the prefrontal cortex back online faster than untrained individuals. You do not need law enforcement training to access that reset. You need the 3 steps and 90 seconds. 2 practical steps that integrate the 90-second protocol into your existing safety system. First, practice the physiological sigh daily. Not in a crisis, in a normal moment. 2 sharp inhales through the nose, 1 long exhale. Do it 3 times right now. The more times you have done this breathing pattern before you need it, the faster it activates the parasympathetic response when you do need it. Second, add a cold stimulus option to your safety bag. A small reusable cold pack that activates by squeezing, the kind used for minor sports injuries, costs under $5, fits in any bag, and gives you the mammalian dive reflex activation anywhere. The link is in the description alongside the grounding tool. Your safety training is only as useful as your ability to access it under stress. The 90-second protocol is what keeps that access open. Physiological sigh, cold stimulus, grounding, 90 seconds. Practice the sigh right now, twice, before you close this video. Share this with one person who experiences anxiety or panic in stressful situations. Drop in the comments, have you ever frozen in a moment when you needed to act? I read every one. Stay aware, stay safe.